Hello, this is a very quick introduction on how to get started with using Eturia. On the left here we have the listener. This is your console and where you enter text and all the programs you're going to write while going over the order of symbols, the book, on the right. There's also music should you want to listen. Just hit play, stop, or next to enjoy some of the sounds. So, the most important thing to do when you start is to click in the title bar of the listener so that you can start typing text. This is because if you don't click in the listener title bar, you can actually draw pictures by clicking on and off individual pixels in the listener should you want to, but we'll get to that later. Just remember to click in the title bar, and then you can use the commands here listed on the left. We'll go over them in order. Question mark, that is the question mark on the bottom right hand corner of your keyboard, is the escape key. We'll get to that in a minute. We're already escaped. You use H, J, K, and L to move the cursor around. H to move it to the left, J to move it down, K to move it up, and L to move it to the right. Next, we have what's called insert mode when you hit I. Now, you can type. You'll know you're in insert mode when you have that green border around your screen. So now we can type something after I hit I. Now, to escape and leave insert mode, this is where the escape key comes in. You hit question mark, because if you want to move around again, you're going to have to get out of insert mode. So if I hit question mark, you can now move the cursor around again. Can't type, but you can move the cursor around, so if you want to type again, hit I, and then we can type again and hit question mark, so we can move around again. Now, to clear the screen, we hit Z or Z, depending on where you're from. Now, we're going to combine a bit of this together to show you how to use the listener as a calculator. Say you forgot how to add 2 and 2. I just hit I, typed in plus space 2 space 2 space close paren with an open paren at the beginning. Hit question mark, and then I hit E. That's to evaluate code. As you go through the order of symbols, you'll find a number of examples. These examples, the left-hand side is what you're supposed to type in, and to the right of the arrow is what's supposed to come out in the evaluation results down here. So for example, let's take this example, 1 to 1. We're going to hit Z, missed following the rule of clicking in the title bar. We're going to hit Z, we're going to hit I, we're going to type in 1, we're going to hit question mark, then we're going to hit E to evaluate that, and as we can see, 1 and 1 came out. Now, if it says there's going to be an error, those come up in red. So it's easy to tell if your code is correct or did something properly by the color of your output that happened. Doesn't mean it's right, but it means something happened that was good. So that's the quick introduction to using Eturia. Simply read through the book, The Order of Symbols. As you find examples, type them in, see what comes out, and make sure you got the right answer. And if you want, you can think about it more as you get further along. So, thank you. Enjoy Eturia. Have a good night.